All right, people, big up on the this is seven-star General L.A. Lewis. All right, so on behalf of the sovereign state, ladies and gentlemen, you understand? The peoples of Jamaica and the Maroon sovereign state, you understand? Nayan Kapong. All right, so you know, Andrew Wallace have single-handedly been the first prime minister to attempt to kill off him one of people in a Jamaica. A lot of prime ministers done it worldwide, ladies and gentlemen, but it's the first in the history of Jamaica as a prime minister attempt to kill off him own a nation. Never have it ever been done. It's the first of its kind. So, I don't know me already. I'm the future prime minister, seven-star general, you understand? Beer, you understand? AKA L.A. Lewis. Happy Easter to all people in Jamaica. You understand? All people who praise God. Happy Easter. Big up on yourself. You understand? So, what may I say now, people? Now, if you listen to Andrew Holness speech I make, over 15 times him repeats, Jamaica, we have to make a sacrifice. We have to make a sacrifice. Jamaica have to make a sacrifice. Now, why would a prime minister ever do a thing where tell people go them bed and repeat so much time, Jamaica, you got to make a sacrifice? We already know, people, we're in the summer of spring. Spring in the Caribbean or in the godlike countries like these are always the time and time the sun let off its highest ray. Yes, and so for turn on a 5G in a sunlight like this, ladies and gentlemen, when it's hot, it's when the sun rise up, ladies and gentlemen, and the earth itself rise up its potentiality or its glamour. You understand? If you don't know what is glamour, you understand? So in this time to turn on even 4G, it is very dangerous to the people, much less to turn on a 5G system. You all see the poll is going up. Remember, you know, I went into Digicel and Digicel said it's Lime, get the contract for put up the thing. Then some people in Lime said no, 5G is got to go up. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who said that, but how fool these people think that Jamaicans are. How fool these people think that the Maroons are, ladies and gentlemen. How fool do these people think we are? Remember, you know, what Andrew Holness need to do and make the world rate him, he need to ratify Jamaica. Andrew Holness ratify Jamaica because your time is short. Your ending is near, Andrew Holness. I remember Andrew Holness. You see how it drop some wobe upon Boris Johnson. You understand? You see how the Maroon ancestors them fix him up. Andrew Holness. Remember, we the Maroons them Andrew Holness. We don't need guns. You understand? When they are banging sound, Andrew Holness. When the candle them light. When the goat skin them a beat. When the Christian them about out, Jesus. I will call upon the ancestors them, Nani, Kufu, you understand? Yahweh, Allah, Buddha. Because remember, Jamaica is out of many, we are one. So many different nations that Jamaica and Holness. You understand? And we are all sovereign people. So Andrew Holness, remember, you know, the Queen give up Jamaica already, you know. You understand? I will make you go and do a little thing. I will say, yo, make a black man go and eat food. But like the worst thing we ever did in history, Andrew Holness, is a disaster, Andrew Holness, is an embarrassment to we, the sovereign people, Andrew Holness. And we're not running any joke, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? We're not running any joke. You understand? On behalf of the Maroon nation, the sovereign nation of Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, we tell Andrew Holness say, you're in trouble, Andrew Holness, because we don't need no injection, Andrew Holness. We don't need no card, Andrew Holness. Can you see what you're doing, Andrew Holness? You even violate the biggest day them for all Christians worldwide, Easter. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why I know say some of the people who say they're Christian, them not really Christian. You understand? Andrew Holness could try this in America. Him could try it in other countries. If right now people they would lynch Andrew Holness, take him down from him seat, burn down him house. Not that I'm saying nobody for burn down Andrew Holness house. But I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is a violation upon God. Andrew Holness kill Easter. Or one prime minister imagine kill Easter. And every Jamaicans ball upon it. So Andrew Holness, on behalf of the people, I'm just sending to tell you what the people themselves to tell you. So me not talk nothing on my behalf. Because you know if me talk on my behalf, you know how me go stay. Because my mouth not normal. So on behalf of the people, they send a message to you, Andrew Holness. Your time, your coming is near, Andrew Holness. See that? Them turn on the 5G, them pan both police, our soldiers, them. Yes, our sovereign police, our sovereign soldiers, them turn on the 5G pan them the other day, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Andrew Holness is talking about we have to make a sacrifice. What can there be a sacrifice in saying go your bed, people? That can be a sacrifice. So you must read. Yes, son. You must read between the lines. When a prime minister comes and says, oh, we got to have to make some sacrifice. Dear people, we have to make a sacrifice. You got to make some sacrifice. So people, when a prime minister said that, or any government member say that, ladies and gentlemen, is when they're planning to kill off the whole nation or the whole congregation to which they're speaking, are they planning to take a large part of life. Sacrifice only can mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen, coming from an entity which represent the people, to the people, death through word. So somebody just sneeze, eh? So ladies and gentlemen, remember, you know, see that it's the hottest time when nature itself is at its highest peak. So you have to rise with nature highest peak, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So you cannot catch no corona in Jamaica, yeah. You understand? Or the Maroon sovereign state, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is the state of the Maroon, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you know, everybody know that the Queen, who she is to L.A. Lewis. So, and I'm telling you, who does that support the murder of innocent people, which Andrew Holness already start to put in action? And the people them Andrew Holness is crying out. The people them sharpen up them cutlass Andrew Holness. Because remember, Andrew Holness, we are the rebellious S people. Do not ramp with Jamaican Andrew Holness. See it? The Chinese them never come up front, come try to do it. Although everybody knows how they never press the button for do it. Bill Gates never come up front for do it. Because him know what gonna happen. He saw the last time we have clashed with the British. Him saw the last time that we the Maroons have clashed. We the sovereign nation has clashed with the Spanish, the Spaniards, the Japanese and the Chinese them. Bill Gates and all the investors them that is investing in you, Andrew Holness, to carry out this deadly, gruesome act in Jamaica. We not talk about America right now, because if them now want to follow them for them one self and burn down the 5G tower them and take any politician out of power or any company out of power who have warned them about Bill Gates and him scientists, them new injection where they're going to carry coming at the flu shots. You check it out, many people have died from the hospital all over the world, not from the flu shot, because them are depopulation, depopulizing the nation, fundamentally speaking, theologically speaking, scientifically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, geographically speaking, because they're circling the whole globe, ladies and gentlemen. They have gone right across the globe. It was planned. If you listen to George Bush's speech, he has told you in details what was going to happen. He's going to never tell you the year, the date, and the time. How could George Bush know exactly what is going to happen? How could Bill Gates know exactly what is going to happen? How could Andrew Holness know ahead of time? What Andrew Holness don't have no scholarship in biblical or theological or even geographical to tell you said thousands of people are gonna die from this bogus thing that them call corona. Ladies and gentlemen, read the battle. Corona cannot enter into no sun country. See it, ladies and gentlemen, Russia is not using it on their people. Because Putin loving people them. China doesn't love them people. China is a communist country. Not for the Rothschilds them does not love the people them because they're Jews who run away when Hitler they kill them off and come over on the land, ladies and gentlemen. I went to Africa and enslaved millions of black people, kill off millions of black people in the slave trade. See that? The Queen is the one who said, done slave trade. And it was done, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you see them still have up her Majesty Queen Elizabeth to kill her. That's why them say the disease is going to kill old people. So what them are going to plan for to turn the 5G over Buckingham Palace and try to kill the Queen. That's why you see the Queen is hiding underground. Not even hiding underground, ladies and gentlemen. But the Queen is taking necessary steps to protect her life. As anyone would do, it's your God-given rights to protect your life by all means necessary. So a lot of you people, why don't the Queen come up front and come make speech? No, the Queen try for Prince Charles the other day, ladies and gentlemen. No. We the Maroons, we the indigenous, we the sovereign nation already know what was going to go on. We come and want to know. Because we can see the future, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain L.A. Lewis, 7-star general. You understand? Statesperson, trillion record young boss, ladies and gentlemen, the number one digital distribution, promotion, marketing company in the Caribbean. And for us, we put down the music aside, ladies and gentlemen, just to come try to help on the people. If you don't want to help yourself for that Jamaican around the world, you can give up on a life so easy. I will already say, when I say my complexion, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been back from down a Maroon town. I just come from under the orders. We just talk to the gods and the ancestors them. So, ladies and gentlemen, sovereign people of the state worldwide and people who's not yet sovereign, you all can sit down and make the Chinese, Bill Gates, and him science them kill off honor. And they do not care for the police or the soldiers. Because to them, the police and the soldiers them are just toys. The casualty for them. They use the police and the soldiers to enforce their law and still turn up the 4G system and the police them. If you see a police come out the road, ladies and gentlemen, in a 4G protective suit, then they know so them care for the police them. But if you see a police come out the road or a soldier in a normal everyday uniform and telling you to go inside your house, you just look through your window and say, officer, please go home. You're in the 5G. We inside, it still is affecting. But you outside is getting it full blow. So you are going to die, officer. Then, officer, when they give you the official COVID vaccine and tell us that it's to strengthen you against the COVID with the chip in it without you know, or probably you still know, officer, but you're stupid to the system. I would think that the Jamaican army be smarter now. Because remember now, the Queen have turned you over to America. So all army personnel is under the American trade right now, ladies and gentlemen. So Mr. Prime Minister, you need to ratify Jamaica. You need to do it like immediately. under the UN Act. So Jamaica was handed over back by the United Nations a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen. And the Prime Minister and his bands of mercenaries, because we do not call them politicians again, ladies and gentlemen. We call them open mercenaries to kill off the nation, ladies and gentlemen. Because what Prime Minister could have come in lovely Jamaica people, maroon state land, ladies and gentlemen, and try to kill off the nation. So where do he think he's going to go back? To China? Because Andrew Holness have just left from down at Portland. I've stopped it down at St. Mary yesterday. In Kingston, the amount of people shot at Cutlass Andrew Holness, and this is not a joke. They said, L.A. Lewis, them listen to you. So go pass the message. We only want to say heads up on the job in Jamaica. Andrew Holness, I don't know which election you're going to run. And I don't know where you're going to run Andrew Holness. Babsy Granger, anybody, because the people may swear to them all chop up every mother effing. I'm a diplomat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to keep it diplomatically. One fool make many, Andrew Holness, as the people said. And you are the fool who's got to make many fools off the others are politician them. Because ladies and gentlemen, remember, you know, you see them whole back Vibes Cartel, for kill Vibes Cartel, for try to put a thing, make people think about the corona thing here. So right now, when you hear Vibes Cartel there, if Vibes Cartel for dead tomorrow, it's that sickness. It's inject Vibes Cartel. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? That is what the warders them said, ladies and gentlemen, for me to tell Uno. That is what a lot of my police colleagues them said to tell Uno, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So it's not the word of L.A. Lewis. I'm just a messenger. The ancestors them is moving through me, ladies and gentlemen. So you all of you can sit down on the house like a fool and talk about said corona out the road. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in the road. I've been in the street. Them saying not to do crowd, not to do socializing people. Check out all of the banks them. They make sure that the bank them early, so everybody run down at the bank them go and pose up. They make sure that the public service place and people for pay them bill. So everybody run down at public place go and pile up. They make sure say lock off all of the food place them and limit the people from going at food place. So pay people line up and pack up like sardine more than ever, ladies and gentlemen. So why would you do that? It's a strategy. Everybody line up. Then when you turn on the 5G, you say, Lord gosh, I told them not to line up. But look and see which police try to stop the people them from line up. Look and see which police, if them come, it's in gloves and the white suit will protect them from radiation, not coronavirus, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, only can act the fool and say, oh, laugh last when them turn up this thing pan on in Jamaica. See that? Donald Trump said try to hold it out. Donald Trump said tell you in a many codes. So black people, you are under attack. But only still about Donald Trump's. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say, I carry a message on the people of Portland, St. Mary, the people of Rockabessa. I carry a message on the people of Kingston and people from Morant Bay. So, I just carry a message to tell us that Andrew Holness, if you turn on the 5G for the people of Jamaica, the phone company will go burn down. So everybody at Digicel who work for Digicel, please remember, do not go to work and do not associate yourself with Digicel. Do not associate yourself with the lime company them. People, remember, the police and my soldiers, do not associate yourself with the government, not the government, because they are not a government, because they do not ratify, so we can declare them a government. The government is talking to you now, ladies and gentlemen. We, the Maroon sovereign nations, it's talking to you. The people them come to us and give us a message. Because remember, a politician or a government entity or a statesman always fulfill the needs of the people. The people and put you to represent them, not to go against them. So if the nation said, we do not want it, it is law. If you're destroying the environment, Mr. Andrew Holness, and I'm not calling out any other rest of states, I'm not calling out any other rest of stick government, stick people, stick politicians. Because you might not think that the people do not know. Said Her Majesty already handed over Jamaica. That's why you see Mama Portia Simpson did come and said she's the new queen of Jamaica. And you guys fight her out. So Portia Simpson was trying to claim sovereignty when the Queen stepped down by the United Nations request. 70 countries over the world get ratified. At least that's what they said. Jamaica was to be the first one because we are the oldest sovereign nation. We fight the war to free up all others a Caribbean country and country beyond. And this is how Mr. Andrew Holness want to do it. Want to kill off the nation. Mr. Andrew Holness, I am Atom 7, L.A. Lewis. The people have given me a message to give you. Runway! 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 So you guys can believe this is a joke. Some people still is hyping up Andrew Holness. The eyes of the gods are upon you. You see that? You violate Christianity. You put the Christian them in hiding. You turn Christian God people them in criminal. I myself told the people them said come off the street. Go in our house. If on the door plan, forgot stop the man them from put up the 5G. Stay on the house, because when them test the 5G at the night, them themselves forgot dead off like what you see them doing in England. They are turning on the 5G in England, and the same company them is giving the local poor people them the contract, and is not even putting in the local poor people them in properly suit. Ladies and gentlemen, Her Majesty does not have nothing to do with it. Her Majesty not even have nothing to do with Jamaica of such, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't want nobody to talk about the Queen send the thing come on Jamaica. We are now a sovereign nation, ladies and gentlemen, which Andrew Holness does not want to tell you guys. So Andrew Holness, you are not the Prime Minister. You're just a fake Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. If you notice, Andrew Holness, in the last election, less than half the population voted. So it's an illegal election. But nevertheless, we the things that you are a black person, you are gonna do the necessary, and then we would give you a space in the community back to say, all right, we trust you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness is playing with fire. So we're talking, ladies and gentlemen, and if you want to hear say anything happened to LLS, I want to remember Sir Andrew Holness, because them has put out a hit at my head from the time when them they rob the road money. You understand? Them and the Chinese them, when them did mash down the cockpit country them and rob the blue diamond them and rob the precious stone them from it, and they mash up a water system. When them put the mind control pill them in the water them, where them put it in the truck and lock off a reservoir them, and they say the reservoir is dried, and the gods them just send a big rain for sure the people them said the reservoir was locked, not sucked, and the reservoir flood out much people at Spanish Town. And I went down there and Shona said they were telling a lie. So ladies and gentlemen, on a need for go look for Bill Gates and push them injection needle there up in a female skin. On a need for go find the World Health Organization where this long time Nazi bridging there. One not even know nothing about medicine. One not even have a doctorate. Not even have a doctorate, ladies and gentlemen. So how you feel say you are the president for the World Health Organization where they not even have a doctorate? If you notice, ladies and gentlemen, the Corona test kit is for just $1 US. And Andrew Holness do not even want to buy them. He's saying he's waiting from orders from the health organization. No. Why would a prime minister or why would somebody who we put to represent is waiting from orders from the World Health Organization for giving people them the test kit? But yet still you have to pack up a plane load of people, doctors from China and from all over, and claim so the whole of them come from Cuba for come make them give an injection. Which one dearer? Then you got to want to lock down the country, said 50 people, there are 55 people out of 4 million, you're going to lock down the country, which that is a lie. Because if you notice, you see me put patient zero, what them the predict said dead. When you call a patient zero, ask any doctor what that stand for, that pronounce is a dead. So, them the one pick that girl that was soft. Because them study her from she coming at the airport, them drag her out, because she cough, because she have a dry cold. So them say, hold on for the one there. And then name her patient zero for go to Rockfort and kill off the people innocent. Big up the soldiers and the police, because them say LA thanks left. But we know say the people them have the coronavirus. Because if the people them have coronavirus, why the government would have sent we out there without corona suit, or corona gears, or corona equipments? That means that they want to kill off the army. So what them are going to do now, them are going to turn up the 5G now in the camp them. When you see the police station, where them put the 5G in front of, turn them up on the police them, with poor, good hard-working police, our good hard-working army personnel. And them are going to try to check the army personnel them now. When the army personnel see them fella soldiers and colleagues and police start drop like fly, they will come out the road with all brute force, to come brute force the people them. And when time, ladies and gentlemen, the riot broke out and the police and the soldier them get to find out, say, them they kill innocent people. And the people them who are killed by the police and the soldier them, find out say them kill innocent police and soldier, them kill them with a brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall not do this thing by violence. We shall do it by the pen and the paper and the tongue. That's what them want us to do. How much years them set up we forget kill off one of brothers and sisters. How much years them set up for killing no one a friend, them one of brothers and sisters. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, when our police and soldiers take off their uniform, they're back now to a normal citizen, ladies and gentlemen. They do not even get good pay. And the government use, matter of fact, not even the government, because we are the government. We, the indigenous, is the government. We, the Maroon state, is the government. We, the sovereign nation, is the government. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an entertainer by birth. So usually, if we used to see the first L.A. Lewis, that was the entertainer was talking. Now this is L.A. Lewis, the captain of the Maroon state. This is no entertainment that's going on now. The Joker thing what we used to go on with, that was to entertain. But we pass entertainment, because you see, they have killed entertainment. No dance can keep, no party can keep, no music can play unless it's the music that they want to play on the radio. Because they buy out and capture every radio disc jockey, every gleaner, every star, every observer. So no news that is coming out of this star, observer, gleaner is truthfulness. I've spoke to enough of the journalists. They said, LA, we can't do nothing because we need a little money because we'll get fired if we put out the real news. The journalists have talked to me, ladies and gentlemen, male, female, every one of them was talking to me. If you notice, they do not want to talk nothing about the symptoms them. No. If patient 0, patient 1, and a lot of patient gone home, why is the government still telling the people and said the count is going up? No, the count should be going down. Ladies and gentlemen, even if your mother didn't send or your father didn't send a good school, I know so I want it with Jamaican, we know for count. I want it with the rural population, we know to count. If now, why is Andrew Holness still saying and Christopher Tufton? Because remember, you know, when everybody might look over the others are so-called political phonetics. Them not gotta pass Andrew Holness house. Them not gotta pass Andrew Holness family. Christopher Tufton, them won't pass him family. People would tell them say it's hardly sure we should have put in. I've made a mistake, ladies and gentlemen, and I won't make another mistake by backing no one who want to kill off the people them. I don't know Christopher Tufton for this guy. He was a good politician. If you know what Babs the Grange, keep out tight people. So when you gonna do anything, people, please left out Babs the Grange. If you want to know say the thing is a fake, notice that Dr. Peter Phillips just came out of the hospital of a life-threatening disease, people. From the University of West Indies Hospital. We know that he was up there. But we don't know the corona victim up there. Them they carry patient 0 up there and couple more. But them dismiss them. After them quarantine them, ladies and gentlemen, and never tell the nation. So they want to make it look like the thing is going up. And some idiot, like them never you say, corona or COVID-19, what them still call corona, is this is, it cannot survive in the sun heat. And if you notice, nature is at its peak, ladies and gentlemen. So the other day down at Portland, the river turned blood. It is to show the land, the year of Aquarius, that innocent, massive innocent blood is going to be shed. Not one time. Because when them give you the injection, it won't kill you in the same time, ladies and gentlemen. It will kill you in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, depends how your immune system is strong. It will kill you 1 year time. Some people, they will kill them urgently for put a panic in the people, in the nation, like what they're doing in America right now. The private companies, them said Donald Trump is trying his best to save their life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Or the R said, LA, Donald Trump know about it. Duh. That's why he's trying to save you. Because he know about it. So I won't say, no, Donald Trump never know about it. Donald Trump is the president, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump, the reason why he become president, because he don't want to save people. Because Donald Trump is a businessman. And the Chinese, them overall, ladies and gentlemen, would have taken over the whole of Donald Trump's business them. Because them and Donald Trump's in a long-time war. Same like how Andrew Holness go hold on for no hospital. He go hold on for no house. He go hold on for no hotel. If you know here when Christopher Tufton said him want hotels, why would you need hotels when under 50 people claims to have coronavirus? Why would you need to go on hold on people private property? And he has been telling you guys, enough of the pan. Lord gosh, it not come to me. Martial law, ladies and gentlemen, state that in a martial law or a state of crisis, the government overlook the law. So they are right to control any house, any property, what they seems fit to assist the nation underneath the crisis. That's why you hear them say we need more hotels. So them already have them hype on some on a motel and some on a hotel. So if you don't believe say Una and Andrew Holness his friend, no. If you don't believe say Una Christopher Tufton is friend, no. Because they already talk. So when you believe say some look a poor man have hotel down a Riemann Jungle and Tivoli. When you believe say some look a poor man have down a Riverton. When you believe say some poor man have hotel down a Seaview Garden. No. So these hotel where you hear the politician them say them want, it will be you guys hard working motel and hotel them on hard working money for bill for preserve on the families for a generation. And they got to sell them out when time the pandemic, when them stop the pandemic to them Chinese friend and to them overseas member. And then stress I got killed no phone. And meanwhile them come take on hotel on Africa subject forget an injection. And in the injection, it was already planned and built. The ship named Comfort bring it come down, ladies and gentlemen. So they're already here in Jamaica. The ship named Comfort bring them in the other Caribbean islands. So uno in Trinidad, uno can go on, as we Maroon said, tan dead and make them kill half of the storage. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the UN. A matter of fact, Mr. Stevens, what is the code under the UN law where the Queen it's on your Maroon ID? What is the code to show people that they ratify?
Document ILO 169.
Document ILO 16, ladies and gentlemen. See it? We already passed out over 28,000 IDs, ladies and gentlemen. So the matter believe say we the maroon heads of state now try to save it. We have passed it out over 20,000. Mr. Steve, you have your ID on your phone? Mr. Patrick, lend me your ID because Mr. Steve is doing some work. Your phone is charging. Mr. Steve, charge up your phone because Mr. Patrick is out there working on the Benz. Alright. Yeah, son. If you disbelieve me, ladies and gentlemen. So, as it was in the first, we the maroon heads of state is always have to be the one who's got to save on the people. Because when they were killing off, ladies and gentlemen, in the Spanish and the British them colonial time, they use the Spanish and the British to kill you off. Now they are using your own people to kill you off. But this time it's not the Spanish or the government, British government is trying to kill you off. Because at the end of the area people, when you say we throw up is a war upon Boris Johnson, and we're tempting now, not we're tempting, the maroon heads of states and the people them is tempting to fling a piece of war upon Andrew Holness and him mother and him granny and everybody who ever exists for him. And people go down a Scott's Hall go talk. And what they them send over and kill two of the people them who are this maroon down there. People, nobody believe some maroon thing and joke thing people. What you gonna do? Shoot duppy? What you gonna shoot spirits? People, we already know how to do it. Go and ask any Freemason company. Go and ask any lodge if the spirit them work with. Go and ask Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Go and ask the reptile billions them. If I know who them work with. But them pretty it up and call it psychic. So nothing out there. Even Jesus Christ himself. Part the road with the Wobia. Was it children rod? Fear children with film rod. Snake. So people, it was Obia. We the Maroons them, we have never lose our way. Even although we shout Jesus Christ, we shout Allah, we shout Buddha. See the animal them they prove it. We have never lost our way. We have never leave our ancestors them. And trust me people, remember you know, these roads are not even mine. See ladies and gentlemen. This is the maroon coat of arms. Because what happened now, a lot of the maroons and people sold out. The government, so-called government, see the people? So, and all of these people, see there? 9 pound sovereign republic. Yes, son. This is the back of the ID, ladies and gentlemen. So in case no found believe me a joke. Yeah, son. And check out the United Nations. These are 100% legal. And check out UNI ILO 169. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll find out. And this is the one of the maroon. See there, ladies and gentlemen, on the front. It's because we are not hiding. Andrew Holness is the one who have to go on to be hiding. Christopher Tufton have to go hide. Every Chinese have to go hide. People remember, you know. So I'm warning the Chinese and people. I don't want them to do it. I'm talking at the meeting of them. I talk, I went to the seminars them. I'm tell the people and say, ladies and gentlemen, enough of the Chinese them are innocent. Them don't have nothing to do with it. You understand? So we're giving the Chinese them a head start. Lock on the shop, go hide under the ground until this thing done. If Andrew Holness turn on that 5G, and I'm warning the workers from Digicel, I'm warning the workers from Lime, on behalf of the people them who sent me, Mr. Steve. Yes, sir. How much people was in the meeting? Yeah.
Quite a few of them.
How much thousand?
Couldn't count all over the place the ram.
Alright, so for the billions of people that gather them bed. We the maroons them know how to hold secret mean. The one who go last night, how much people did that? The least.
Anyway, what kind of question that man?
No, just the lease. The lease, how much? How much the lease was? What was there?
Well, I call it about 250 in a local small area there, right?
Yeah, 215 people in a little small area would go last night. Because what happened, ladies and gentlemen, I am the one who have to go all of them meeting here and I try to tell the people and say, people, do not take this thing by violence. Just write a letter from the sovereign state and tell Andrew Holness, say, him for go sit down. So, ladies and gentlemen, blessed is the peacemaker, and I am the one who is trying to hold the peace. Because at the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters. Andrew Holness is just a maroon who get ahead of himself and want to sell out the people. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's a maroon. But him one of the sell out one them. Like how the chief look at compound sell out. Or the notice when the Chinese them did a thief the one of the maroon land them, or they never see the chief come out from the maroon from the a compound because him is one of them was sell out. You understand? So not under the maroon law, you're supposed to back a political party. You notice, ladies and gentlemen, from going and go get my power and my position, I am not with any political party because all political party, ladies and gentlemen, in Jamaica now is matchstick. Jamaica is now controlled, ladies and gentlemen, and ask Portia Simpson Miller and she will tell you it is controlled by the Maroons, ladies and gentlemen, the sovereign nation. Like how you see India, ladies and gentlemen, is now controlled by the sovereign people. Them you see in America, them have to give back the land them now to the Indians, them who's the sovereign people. Them. Enough place in Africa, the Queen handed it over and begged for forgiveness and apologized to the people. Them. Andrew Holness must believe, say, Jamaica is a place him for ramp with. It's not even called Jamaica again, because Jamaica now, ladies and gentlemen, is a franchise. Grace Kennedy have the franchise now, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they call it now Brand Jamaica. So Jamaica is not an island again, ladies and gentlemen. And we will soon show now the new flag. It's still a little piece of the colonial flag, a little teeny piece of it in it. For sure the people them said, we parted ways comfortable with Her Majesty. We parted ways comfortable with Her Majesty. So the Maroons them does not got no gross with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. In fact, we thanked her for the development of the land because she could have done like Andrew Holness and created genocide in Jamaica. She didn't. She loved the people them. What her grandparents did, she just inherited something, ladies and gentlemen. You can't blame somebody if they inherit something. See that? Mr. Steve just inherit over 5,000 acre land. What when I go to cost, Mr. Steve say, him should get it. I inherited him, I inherited it. Only so much farms me have, ladies and gentlemen, but me make nobody know nothing. Only see how my skin look different from all times. Because I just went in through the fire, ladies and gentlemen, the maroon fire. The people are serious, ladies and gentlemen. The nation is serious. So on send that video, although Andrew Holness watch all of my video them and laugh. But remember, who will back him? Certainly the Chinese them. They remember the last time what happened to them, so the Chinese them know how Jamaicans stay. And then if now they were going to pardon the police and the soldier them and left them out of the 5G now, then we could say the police and soldier, yes, we got a right to defend them. But ladies and gentlemen, the other night or the weeks, because them see that them beg one more week, but the 5G them poll never go up fast enough. So they're taking this week and putting up the others of 5G poll them. And you see what them do? They make sure tell us said come off of the street on Good Friday and the Easter holiday. That for sure the Christian them said who never dead first. Because the rule of the New World Order by Bill Gates and the Chinese them and the whole of the billionaires them, what is scientists and what is got this big investment in the pills them. Check out all of the companies, ladies and gentlemen, that got investment in the pills them and the vaccine. They are the one who set in the New World Order. The Queen World Order done set already. She said black and white for unite. So that was Her Majesty World Order. She already get what she forget and she give it back. So enough I want to throw the door, study and you don't read and write, and the Bible has told you no, said my people shall perish and suffer and die because of lack of knowledge. Ariak Tugman has said, if I'm pronouncing her name right, I've saved 1 million people, 1 million slaves, and I could have saved 1 million or 10 more millions or 10 million. Only if you guys did realize that you were slaved, because enough of the people would get caught up in the liquor and the booze them. Only get caught up in the liquor and the booze them. And the fake life. Fake everything. Till you still don't understand. And then you believe said, and see it now, as much as Anja Holness sent out it for kill me, and the Chinese them sent out it for kill me, and the politicians them, can remember in the people, a lot of the PMP them is on board with it too. That's why you don't see no PMP and lick out against it, or try to stop it. And if you want to know that there's no corona in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Peter Phillips just came out of the hospital. And if you notice what I'm saying, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, thank the hospital, thank everybody during the corona thing, but him never said, I wish the corona victims them to get well, because he knows that there's no corona victims them. Him never said, him wishing the people under quarantine. I remember when a vice prime minister come on TV in a national crisis, him supposed to address and show comfort to the people who have been victims, or who claim to be so-called victims. So he's washing his hands clean, ladies and gentlemen, because Peter Phillips know what is going to go on. So on the can't say Peter Phillips left no record, said the people of corona, we're wishing I was under the quarantine, we're wishing them the best. He will never say that, ladies and gentlemen. He will never say it. And if you notice, the politician them said, Andrew Holness and his friend Christopher Tufton said, no social distance. And if you notice, every meeting where you see them in, the whole of them at the social network. Appear crowd them pack up in 10 people pack up like sardine in the crowd them. Journalists, media, everybody. And them say the coronavirus does that. Partial nobody. See that, people? Wanna see it? I've just came back from the High Council of the Sovereign Nation, the real government that Queen Elizabeth, Her Majesty, gave by the island. But we did said we are going to build one mandate them and build the new thing called the United Nations said all sovereign people must re-educate their nation. So we were being re-educating a lot of other people to put in government position. So if Andrew Holness didn't even have a small drop of sense, he might have come check L.A. Lewis or check a couple of the maroon people and said, please, only give me a piece of the pie in the new government. Because I'm Andrew Holness, and you see the Chinese have come from a kilo and a half. The World Health Organization come from a kilo and a half, and I didn't take their money. I didn't take their bait. A matter of fact, I took their money and I told them to go to hell, because I know that I will be protected by the United Nations and the sovereign people worldwide. So they have killed off a lot of people in Italy innocently, Spain innocently. So much how Americans are going to keep on dead enough or dying off. Because if we mix up part white people, remember say we're a sovereign nation. Because every word that was ever invented was invented underneath we, the Africans, the sovereign people. We the Jamaicana. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? So what I'm trying to tell you guys said, yes, appear foolishness to go on. On a Google what I'm saying, go on the United Nations, go and read that thing named sovereignty. Yes, sovereignty, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Steve, take this phone from me. Because I like to, when I'm doing things, I make the nation know said. Because a lot of idiots just go up on YouTube and find sovereign nation. The phone is now dying, ladies and gentlemen. So if it die, we don't know so me cut off show. A matter of fact, we have done something here in front of Her Majesty. So we're going to the car and go plug it in. So ladies and gentlemen, may I tell you now, I may beg for no please and thanks.
Sovereign nation.
Yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, see it? Them try for cut um the thing. Alright. Cause a lot of fun might depend say we're talking stupidness. Sovereign nation. Trying to find
I think even understanding that basic fact is difficult.
As a matter of fact, tribal governments are one of the 4 types of federally recognized governments in the United States. These are city governments, county governments, state governments, and tribal governments. Legitimate governments rule on the basis of their sovereignty.
sovereignty.
So what is sovereignty, and how does this concept relate to tribes?
Sovereignty is the internationally recognized power of a nation to govern itself. And Indian tribes existed as sovereign governments long before Europeans settled here.
Treaties between European powers and later the United States formalized a nation-to-nation relationship between these powers and Indian tribes. Even the U.S. Constitution recognizes Indian tribes as distinct governments.
All right.
1, Section 8 of the Constitution.
My apology, ladies and gentlemen. So you see what I tell us? Even the US government, that's why you see them give the Indian them thing. So them call them Moors, them call them all different kind of name, and them call them Indian nation. That's why they don't pay tax and they don't pay certain things. Because they get back them land and so we know the Maroon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not taking no call right now, so please do not call me. Because when you call me, you should have a show. Because I have a certain program, ladies and gentlemen, where I put kind of black when them turn off the thing there. See it? They might try to jam this now, ladies and gentlemen, because they can do it with the 5G system. So them be able to turn on the 5G system somewhere around here now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they do. You understand? So I'm going to put on a special program on the phone now. So see that? You know, I'm black the video now. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to tell you is that you might hear that now. So I'm just carrying a message from the people.
1947, they were still a dominion of the British Empire until 1956. They still were under the British dominion. Although we can say that sovereignty means to have full control or full authority over something, but we cannot rule out pressures or influences by the outer media. For example,
The media.
if we are a country, let's say we have a government, let's say this is our country A, and we have this government and there's another country B, or there's another government B, or another country, let's say C, or there could be a political group or a political or a pressure group, let's say D. So this is the main country, what we are saying as sovereign, and it is taking all its decision by her own or by its own. But yes, the country B can always influence the country C. Let's say the country B has a good kind of infrastructure. So if country B has a good kind of infrastructure, then country A can always check, or they can copy, or they can always get influenced by the infrastructure of the country B. Or if there's country C, let's say, or there's a government institution, like, or rather an international institution like UN United Nations organization, then it can say that, hey, country A, what you are doing in your country is not good for the whole society or for the whole mankind, and you should stop it or you should not do it. We can just advise you for that. And or rather, in that sense, country D can also say, okay, if you are doing that thing, what UNO is suggesting that you should not do it, and if you still do it, then I will not go for any kind of business with you. So I won't do any kind of business with you. So we can say that in such a case, they are creating pressure over them. So it's an external pressure that these countries are creating, or these government institutions are creating over country A. So this is what we can say, that instead that country A is a sovereign country and it can take all its, or it can manage all its decision. But yes, we cannot rule out the word influence and the word pressure from taking its decisions.
All right,
Well,
so
it is interesting
this is one of the
that
plan now.
both
What I'm
of
sure you, ladies and gentlemen, said, the country can be influenced. Same like we say, Anja Won say, try to influence like down a maroon down a compound, and they're trying to influence some of the other chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, which we have found it out, ladies and gentlemen, which the community are going to deal with them, ladies and gentlemen, because maroon deal with them one of the things, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, son. We're not underneath no colonial law. Neither is Jamaica right now, if you know. But you know, for the police and the soldiers, them do not know. You understand? So the police and the soldiers, them now, ladies and gentlemen, is now owned by the sovereign state. But because we know that Her Majesty did lease it out, the army, to the Americans, and just me, we Maroons, and we like, we have nothing against the Americans of such. Bygones are bygones, but we still is looking to the future. We will do business with America, said we're going to do, a matter of fact, we're going to do more business with America more than China. Because China has threatened we, the sovereign people, bigger than any other nation. We won't be doing no business with no Microsoft company. You understand? Because Microsoft has threatened we, the sovereign people, more than evil in the colonial time. Because in the colonial time, people, who could have known, say, 10 of them come shot with, and we go chop up 20 of them. Because we are the Maroons and we are strategical in war. We don't need gun for fight. We use dope for fight. We use science for fight. We use God them for fight. Same like how the Christian them, we use Jesus to fight. But other thing, we more aggressive in the Rastafari, the Kumina, and the Poko, and the Maroon, and the Ati. We're more vicious in it. We call upon spirit straight. You come see spirit stand up in front of you straight, you check that it's a body and flesh. And when you push through it, you say your hand go through it. You know what people me see from last week? I forgot big kind of jump for them. The only thing we have to walk over for poor people, too tough. I send them to Brother Peter and Brother Charles and Brother Kufu. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So big up the Paramount Chief right now, ladies and gentlemen. Big up all the chiefs them from the from the states them. And holness, if you want to get forgiveness, be the one who ratify the sovereign state. Until now, you do not do it. Remember now, when PJ got sell you out in the Green Bay deal, when sell out all green plantation to the Europeans, we just stay away for your PJ, sir. Forgiveness. And couple of the chief them go tell PJ to do it, and they never do it, and they never said I want to make PJ crash. But them said don't kill PJ because he's a good boy, said him just never know him I do. I influence him to get. So ladies and gentlemen, but me tell Andrew Holness say, if you believe say I am telling a lie, I ban on the 14th of January. I don't need to tell lie people. See there? I see everything I say, I can show now.
In the United States. These are city governments, county governments, state governments, and tribal governments.
Tribal governments.
Legitimate governments rule on the basis of their sovereignty.
Sovereignty.
So what is sovereignty?
And we are the
how does
legitimate
this
government right
concept
now.
relate to tribes?
Sovereignty is the internationally recognized power of a nation to govern itself. And Indian tribes existed as sovereign governments long before Europeans settled here.
Treaties between European powers and later the United States formalized a nation-to-nation relationship between these powers and Indian tribes. Even the U.S. Constitution recognizes Indian tribes as distinct governments.
As
Article 1,
distinct
Section
government.
8 of the Constitution specifies that Congress shall regulate commerce with and enter into treaties with foreign nations and with Indian tribes. During the 1800s, the rights of individual Indians and their governments were put to the test in the U.S. legal system. 3 Supreme Court decisions from that time period serve as a cornerstone for understanding the sovereign status of Indian nations. The powers and rights discussed here only apply to federally recognized tribes. Many groups and subgroups of Indians exist in the U.S. boundaries, but not all have established their own independent relationship to the federal government, which maintains a specific set of criteria used to determine if a tribe falls into the nation-to-nation relationship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want more information, you can.
When it comes to managing tribal casinos, each tribe operates its own gaming enterprise in a way
So-
that works best for them.
On the link the Maroon Sovereign State, our link
While others contract
7734594. If you want to find out more, you understand our link www.trillionairerecord.com. You understand, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just trying to save innocent life, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what the white supremacy, like Bill Gates and the Chinese them and the Nazi them were one, the medical centers them and the pill place them want us to do. They're setting us to kill each other. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, we are not gonna do that. You understand? We're just warning them, said, if them turn up the thing, I'm just warning on behalf of the people. I'm begging all Chinese people, because the people are pissed right now. And holness, the people them doesn't want no ID name NITS. The people them tell me to tell you. Because them say since you lock off and you pay for the one of the media them and the media them is not telling you. The NITS is illegal, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Bill Gates owned or a European owned ID system, ladies and gentlemen. It has nothing to do with government formularities, ladies and gentlemen. This ID name NITS that holness want to give to the people, ladies and gentlemen, him and Christopher Tufton. And God bless the man. I don't know where they're going to hide on the land. Because if holness believes say police and soldier got dead for him, because the people this side, ladies and gentlemen, so they won't go under no more colonial system, ladies and gentlemen. And this time, it is that colonial system, ladies and gentlemen. Because this NITS ID holness will carry people. Let me teach you know a look about it. It's a new ID where you can buy, you can sell, you can shopping, you can purchase nothing, you can fly out of the country without having the ID. And every information on the ID, ladies and gentlemen, will be controlled by private sectors overseas. These big companies like Mark Zuckerberg, them, you understand, and some of the rest of them. So these IDs, ladies and gentlemen, if you decide say you go fly out, and then decide say they're going to lock you down because they don't like how your score look, them lock down the ID, and they will give you the chip, ladies and gentlemen. The chip is going to kill you slowly, and then they're going to sell your body parts, because body parts is of black people mainly. is one of the biggest body parts. But since the other centuries now, a lot of black man and white woman has been having sex and has been created some new generation baby. And so now make a see them also kill off the white people them too. Because the white people them organ good. Remember one time you would see a white man with a big penis. Now you can see a white man with big penis because he have black in them family. They mix Latino, all kind of thing, cross-thread. So them find out right now, these 1% white people, they go kill them off. And some white people born with good blood. Although them no mix between black and white, them still born with good blood. So them say kill off them poor white people to sell them body parts, use them make medicine and all kind of things, what them do. So these new IDs, ladies and gentlemen, and these new chips, you can't get money without them or nothing like that. And these won't be owned by government. These are owned by private sector. So why a private sector 10 million miles away from my island or your island or your town can tell you what to do when the government itself couldn't tell you 100% what to do? Because you got rights of movement, rights of privacy, rights of voting, rights of spirituality, and all it more rights. Now these companies are waiving all your rights. So ladies and gentlemen, them are going to turn on the 5G. If them turn on the 5G in Jamaica, but it already turned on in England, Vodafone, them turn it on, and all them turn it on. Yeah, we turn it on. It's so much Chinese dead in a Wuhan when they turn it on upon them. So what you believe say? This company will care about you in your town. What? You are not even their tribes. Them are going to kill you now, ladies and gentlemen, with it. They have killed millions right now. Check out, ladies and gentlemen, each time them launch a satellite or them launch any kind of new network, millions of people always died. Why? Because the radiation, ladies and gentlemen. Now 5G is deadlier than all of the others are radiation them. What them they use and kill off the people them. And you can Google it and find out if it's lie I'm telling. See it, ladies and gentlemen. Look. Read. Because I know I can't read. You see it? And this was then, ladies and gentlemen. See it? And you notice the similarity? Or you see the mass them? And see it? This was in World War I now. So much people killed. Millions of people. And this was when them launched the new Chinese satellite them. And they call it must a Chinese flu or something like that. So every time them launch a new satellite or new antennas, see it? This is from way in 1860. See it, ladies and gentlemen? So, if you don't believe at the first thing that happen, see it here again. So you see from long time said, them attack Japanese, Chinese, them do business. These 1% does that business and them wanna worse on the business. See it? Police was dying, and you see it, them use the police them to make the people them stay in them house. And the whole of them police end up dead a couple of months after. All of these police, none of them has lived. Because they was exposed to the radiation more than people in them house. So the people who them are sending in them house live longer than them. Because they put out them on the battlefield. Because police now, they not even give police good pay. So say if you can say lie me tell, you tell me say history a lie. So enough of you depend this. So even enough of the politicians them are got dead. Unless you plan for runway, going on some official maroon land, one of these radiation can come in. See there, last night, them cut down some pole in some of the sovereign land them in the maroon place them. But the government will not tell about it and it will not come on news. And we can take the picture of them and come show no the thing them see there. So you guys see for yourself. So this is nothing that I'm making up. See there, World War I. When them launch the new satellite them, and the Japanese was even using radiation to try to win the war against America. So this have the same flu-like symptoms. See it? This is France, or where to our name, European country. So you see it? This is when them send out the police them for tell people to stay at them house. And all of these police, ladies and gentlemen, died. And them all called martial law. See that? This is the hospital of the police them there now. So they must show the police them what did they on the road, and they must show them, see here. And we got the newspaper articles. These are all the police them. Months after, all these police died. See them here, ladies and gentlemen. I said the people have got in bed. I see them months after, and them this is the hospital. All of the police them, and they send them out there without none. And this billionaire scientist company who launched a satellite them, and who launched the new radar antenna them in those times, sending out the police them to them death. And these police without knowledge, that's why the Bible tells us my people shall perish because of lack of knowledge. We are all one people, we are all connected, whether black, white, coolie, Indian or Chinese. The only thing true, we the black sovereign people them, we are a little bit stronger in genes than the white people them. And it's nothing for hide, because we have melanin. These are the police, ladies and gentlemen. See that? 5 months before, when they might riot, and they send the people going in bed, see them here? All of these military forces, and see them here? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the documentary on everything. That's why you see me make sure I cry for the police them first. And people about the LA, why are you crying for the police them first? And they going to send we go to bed and they going to work against me. Say, no, ladies and gentlemen. We know the blueprint. It happened over 3 times in 3 different decades, 3 different eras. The police them always die. Revelation 6. So see it, them show you say them not even care about Christians, because Christians them, Bill Gates them said Christians them for died first. Them said the gays them for dead first because the gays them cannot be controlled and the Christian them cannot be controlled. That's why you see them lock down the church. You see it on Good Friday, every church have locked down. And notice Andrew Holness come telling us people, we have to make sacrifice. We have to make sacrifice. Why would a prime minister tell us you have to make sacrifice? The prime minister should have just said, no, I hope that enough people are dead from COVID-19. And why the prime minister tell us in the next couple of weeks, a lot of people shall be dropping like fly. They interview them out there. See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just showing the police them. That's why people, we cannot stand idle beside, because enough of my family are police. I have only of my colleagues are police. And I know what's going to happen. See there? So let me show you the hospital where the police them, you know. These are all armies, officers and police who them send on the road. Same like when them put up the pole them the other day. So all the people who put up the pole, they going to start have flu-like symptoms. So Google the flu-like symptoms. People, they put a blood clot machine. Part of the explicit because remember I'm now a diplomat, you know. 5G is the virus. So no one can sit down on the yard. I never have to come tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember in a seat, L.A. Lewis is a representative of the Maroon State. Make sure show you the ID them. Thousands of these IDs already gone out, ladies and gentlemen. So, and not one of them can hide. And if you want to get an ID, on a call 77-34594 77-34594. I will tell you how to get on the IDs, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So if Andrew Wallace is smart, him take the Chinese them look money where I'm take already and put it in pocket. See that? If him never in league, you believe. You know, so Andrew Wallace really make the president get science. Because if Andrew Wallace just left the man at him say, yo, we don't want your local money. Don't send a plane come to Jamaica. But Boris Johnson still never here and still send the plane to Jamaica. So, the Maroon ancestors them say, LA, do the honors. So they already trade more for do everything. So they must go down there, pay the West Kingston up with them for go for him. Which politician said we kill? These are the soldiers, the army in World War I, when they launched the satellite them, and the people believe it, all of them is always flu-like system. See the same police and the soldier them here, in the hospital, who are dead from body bag, all of them died a couple of months after, ladies and gentlemen. All of the one who was out there in it. And see it, ladies and gentlemen, say, the boy Boris Johnson, yeah, him and the scientists them. So if you lucky say, and a death warrant sent out for him. Because we don't believe in sending out death warrant just so, ladies and gentlemen. So we just hope Boris Johnson for shake him up, for tell him say no more plane must come on Jamaica. But we never know people say him they gonna really release the 5G upon the people in England. So if we have an ID, but we never they plan about the idea, we never they read the crystal ball for looking at the future, for see up about we just read a short thing for saying they plan to send 2 more planes. After we see the 2 more planes, we just lock down the crystal ball and say, yo, go call Snake Eye. Tell them line up the West Kingston them up with them. And we just go along the people and go door for door. Call for the ancestors them. Don't ramp away. We have the archangels and we have the spirit them. We have King Coffee, Queen Nanny, Kojo, the Amassidianans. I am not serving no 2 masters, ladies and gentlemen. You must all understand said, whether you say Jesus, whether you say Jehovah, whether you say Yahweh, it is all one name, ladies and gentlemen. That you don't know because you don't read, you don't theologically study. So theologically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, let me say biblically speaking, my people shall perish because of lack of knowledge. You go read the Bible good, and go read the Quran them, and go read all the Buddha scrolls them, go read the Egyptian scrolls them, and see if another same one man will come back in a different time. One man come back in a different time, ladies and gentlemen. And he has inspired his people them in a different ways how to handle spiritual situation, ladies and gentlemen. Because the body is 80% spirit and 20% physical. Astrophysics, we're going to learn more, ladies and gentlemen. We can move out our body and go do things and come back in our flesh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So if you really say you can't no found a Christian and only do study the Bible, only just got church, just suppose alone, and that's why Angel Holness coming at the form of the snake, the devil, the serpent, not even the snake, coming at the form of the devil with the Chinese them could have run out of the church. I want to run like thief because nothing out about when you serve God and lie when they tell you just go feel look good. Because nowhere if you they serve God, if you they serve Jesus, or if you they say Jehovah, or if you they say Allah or Buddha or Krishna, you that run gone out of the house, you that run gone and down the bed. When have it reached that God people start to run like thief now God them bed, when the devil come and run them out of them sanctuary? When as ever, first time Christian would have run guns, lit down the hospital gate and say, where are the COVID-19 virus? Where is it? See that LA Lusa forgot to do it and proof that there was no COVID-19 people in the hospital of such. People come, yes, but they have to let go most of the people and they will upon some of them illegally. Because even the girl that will be there, what them their plan said, they go hold on back for her now. So people, the plan was let her out, then go hold on back for her and said it was a mistake. When them turned on the 5G out of Bulbia and people start dead, then the whole of the people them run go kill the girl innocently. Then them try to go act like they save the girl, but they gonna make she dead. Because they get her overdose and kill her. That's why we told the lady, said, go and get some different doctors thing. And yesterday, I make sure I went to some private doctor. I go like cheap private doctor every week. Because I know so I go through the town and I go to the hospital them. But on the seat, and see that, ladies and gentlemen, when you put on the mask, you're going to notice how the nose starts scratching after a while. And these masks are so thin, ladies and gentlemen, from China. You can blow air through them and out a lighter. We did the test, ladies and gentlemen. So that for sure said, the same mask them say them sending from China for protect us, ladies and gentlemen. The mask them are sham. Them just say make money off you. They no kill you. Ladies and gentlemen, these masks are so thin. You can put your mouth in front of it and so and blow the lighter through it. So how come this, if you can blow through it, how you supposed to protect from corona? And at this time I get the nurse at the hospital them. See it, watch it, see it. Look how them three are thin. See it? Thin. So if these was to protect you from corona, ladies and gentlemen, every nurse already would be a dead nurse. That's why I'm not going to see some nurse start fall when them turn on the corona 5G them. Panono. Why would you put 5Gs in schoolyards? Why would you put a 5G in front of the army base? Why would you put 5G in front of the police station them and in the police station them? Why would you put 5G in communities that citizens live? And why would you load the post them? Because, ladies and gentlemen, a 1 or 2 5G supposed to go up on a post. If you know it's a 30 or 5G up on one post. All right, so the gentlemen there are the Vap King or whatever one name. Big up yourself family. See me tell you the standard mass away if need for use, and the government does that do that in Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, the government cannot control. The private sectors are controlling because the government themselves, the private sectors are about kill. Bill Gates are like them. Them Bill Gates are in the same class. The first thing I'm going to do when I become Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, is raise the pay of every doctor, every nurse, every school teacher, because the school teachers are the backbone of the nation. The nurse, some of the doctors, them go through pay crap and don't get no good pay. The police and the soldiers, them, ice up for them pay, give them good care for drive military thing. Then, second, free up education. So, every education have to be free when L.A. Lewis is Prime Minister, or no, when L.A. Lewis is the new government leader. Otherwise, though, we'll be legalizing weed 100%. So if you want to sell £1 million of weed, you can sell £1 million of weed once you pay a portion of it back to my government, and that portion they go buy a school bus and go buy Walipa book and them things for the school pit them. So every school pit them up to university shall get free education, free books, free bus shall carry them to school, free lunch, because Jamaica is an island was surrounded by land with water. That's why you see them could do. Them lock the shop them, but them left a force work back the shop them because they say the people may eat yam and breadfruit and banana and cassava, and the people, so the farmer them, get all of the girl them now in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Every girl want a farmer now. So they found the sound system, you should do like L.A. Lewis and go on a farm too. Not that I have a woman right now, but I'm just telling you. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, can you put a little bit of humor in it? I'm still an entertainer, you know. You understand? Same like Ronald Reagan was an entertainer, Arnold Schwarzenegger is an entertainer. So I'll be probably the first entertainer Prime Minister and governmental leader. So what I'm gonna do now in my mandate again, ladies and gentlemen, schooling free up to university.